Hey, brother, good morning, my friends. It's your 11 Monday. Here's your program, my friend, called This is for the Heart on Sunday, the 22nd of January, 2017. And it's a pleasure being back with you, my friends, in a new year. And I'd like to wish each and every one of you a happy and prosperous new year. And, it's really good to really take a break from all the madness that's been taking place here in TNT, my friends. And I pray that this year will be a significant change where the hearts and minds of individuals will change in the way we treat, in the way how we talk to each other, in the way how we treat each other, in our mind thinking. But my friends, I'll try to be very brief today because, I know my producer and his wife are very busy and stuff, and I'd like to thank them for facilitating me this morning in such short notice. And let me start by dealing with the whole. I'm very concerned of what I'm seeing in terms of what is really making news and what is really what is making news more than others. Because the fact of the matter is, here you have an issue where you have an official, right? A new party in the Tobago election called Forward. And you have the leader of that party is making statements about us Trini people and how we should not be there and how we know we should be poisoned. And when I listen to the context of that interview, it's really appalling. And what's disturbing, my friends? I did not see no big headline. I did not see no exposure to what that minister said. Right? Only this morning in the headline, you see PM in the Express. PM called for Ms. Crystal Moore to apologize for statements. Now, had that been my good friend Internet Smith made that statement, you know what did I say? Terrorism. I know recently, you see that recently in the Express headline where they label my friend Internet Smith as a terrorist and he funding organization. Now I know I know that matter is going before the court very soon. I know my good friend Internet Smith is capable of handling themselves. So no worries. Hakuna Matata. Right? So no worries. Right? So so if my good friend Internet Smith made those statements, right? And what's very interesting is that the media has to really play that role in really highlighting the plight of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, right? Because you have bloody murders up to now, right? Up to now, there's no closure to the Shannon Banfield. I mean, where in the world you could go in a store? You could go in a store and be killed, right? I mean, and it's very disturbing. All girls are being missing. Sons, fathers being killed, right? Criminal elements shooting in front of police station now. That's true. There's no fear. There's no fear for the police of Trinidad and Tobago for all law enforcement, right? So when you see statements such as the Tobago leader of her party, right? Yeah, he has statements about supporters of child marriages, right? How young girls should be married with parents' consent or if they are pregnant at the age of 14, 16. And I'm like, in my mind, are these individuals sick in your mind? Are they, it's like, it's really appalling, especially when you get statements from Khadija Amin that girls are sexually active. And you wanna know why are we in the mess that we in? Well, when you listen to these statements by our leaders today, there goes the answer. Because the fact of the matter is, our girls need to mature themselves to grow up to be independently to have a stable job, and parents have to take a role to guide them, to guide them, to counsel them, to be that guide in terms of we should have a proper education, spiritually inclined, right? And unfortunately, there are no systems in place where our institutions are concerned to protect. There's absolutely no law to deal with sexual harassment in our institutions. And you have a head of an institution being accused of sexual harassment. You have a head of an organization being accused of rape, right? And it's very disturbing. So we need to ensure that our women are not only loved and respected, but they are protected also, right? Calling on parents to train their sons how to treat and talk to a woman, right? We need programs like that in place. So you see, where we are in our nation, it's all about priorities. When I look at debate yesterday in Parliament, the government brought a bill to validate the Tobago elections because of the date, etc. And I asked myself, you're bringing this bill, right, to validate the date and stuff, right, and we any blame game, etc. Right? But all this could have been, the point is, all this could have been avoided, right? Like my good friend, Ms. Melissa Ramkisoon, stated in Parliament, that if you had fair, fixed election dates, right, up to this day, is government after government, we have no constitutional reform with the right of recall, fixed date election, 2 terms for Prime Minister. We don't have, there's no legislation to deal with that, but we've seen a bill being brought to organize, to validate the date of the elections. And, it begs the question, where are the party lines with our government? Right, and the opposition should be the last one to talk or party because they will actually bring a bill. Up to now, they can't even answer why they brought Section 34 at the eve of independence. Why they brought it around that time, right? Which causes certain cases to, it affected certain cases in the court, right? So, it really, to me, it's really disturbing. It really, it hurts me to see what's going on in my beloved nation. And it's our leaders of our country, right, encouraging daughter happen in our beloved nation, right? Well, when you look, my friend, at the ceremony for Donald Trump, right? Who, by the way, I'm not a big fan of, right? But the fact of the matter is, right, as a nation, right, globally, we must respect democracy, right? Where each and every one have a right to vote for who they like to lead their country. And when you can see this protest and all this violence that's taking place, what message exactly we are sending to our children? Because when you act in a violent manner, you're promoting hate, you're promoting division, right? And when our children see this, in their mind, they think that this kind of attitude is right. Right? So and it begs the question, how leaders across the world can tolerate this nonsense? Why are they not doing anything or saying about it? Why are they not uniting, globally and calling for peace, love and unity? Right? And really put an end to the bloody violence that's taking place with guns, drugs entering the country, right? Globally. Right? So the fact of the matter is, my friends, we need to be examples to our children. We need to be examples. And it's all, let me into it. As our leaders encourage this nonsense, they encourage them. But I hear a former justice minister, and I'm not going about in circles here, but bear with me because, I didn't have a program for a while, so there's a lot I need to discuss, but I'm trying to do it in such short time. Former Justice Minister Robert Varley made a statement that they should decriminalize marijuana. Does that not disturb you, my friends? When you got a former Justin Minister Section 34 himself, right? Want to pass wants a law to legalize something that's illegal. That's something that hurt the youth of our nation. Because when one take that sort of drug, right? When one take that sort of substance, it affects one mind to act irrationally, my friends, right? And and it harms one's body and it affects them for years to come, right? Into this social life, how they carry about themselves. And unfortunately, we do not have programs in place to actually treat such individuals who've been going through that sort of addiction problem. We don't have support, right? But we want to decriminalize marijuana. I would be surprised if say the government were to if the government were to implement that system. I won't be surprised if the opposition support it, because really and truly, when you could listen to the former Prime Minister talking about how our present Prime Minister when him answer, it's like if he's on weed and then you have the Tobago leader talking about of her party talking about Kristen Moore talking about weed being given out, and I'm like, oh, let's talk about weed. Are we not calling for any legislation to actually deal with those who abuse themselves? Why are we not calling for legislation to deal with if you're caught with such drugs, no bail? No bail. Why are we not calling for that? Why are we not calling to deal with pedophiles? All those from the opposition who call for child marriages. Will you feel comfortable with your daughter, right, being married to a guy, right, to a guy who old enough to be your father? Isn't that statutory rape? So what nonsense are you pushing? Why are we not calling to deal with pedophiles? Why are we not calling, for justice? Right? Look at the amount of girls are being raped, missing without trace, human trafficking. But we're going about circles and we're talking about, all sorts of things. Are we not dealing with the root of the problem? And it's really disturbing and really sickening. And I look at the incident with the criminal elements shooting in front of police stations. And where in the world that can happen and you cannot be found? The criminal elements cannot be found. In such a small country, where in the world, in such a small country, we do not know who the guns and who bringing in guns and drugs in our country. Where in the world? Where in the world? I'm calling for investigation in our Coast Guard, Army, police, judges, who actually give these individuals bail. Like, for example, you will hear cases where person being held for gun possession and be given bail. Why? And you see, that is the problem. We are part of the problem because we allow it to happen. We don't speak out. We need to speak out and let our leaders, let the law enforcement know. I support the hard-working law enforcement who are about bringing change in terms of dealing with the problem with the guns and drugs, and those who are really polarizing our nation. Right? We need to deal with person who makes statements such as Kristen Moore, who made us have statements. In a way, that statement is a form of terrorism. That statement, right, where poison, etc. That statement is very damaging, right? So, my friends, this year, I would like to end. That this year, I pray that He has a mind and system change. I pray that, we can all love and serve one another. I pray our leaders can be examples of our nation's children. Because right now our children are lost, they are confused, they don't know who to turn to. We need role models, religious organizations come together, right? So our youth can be spiritually inclined. Business organizations, put your money where your mouth is, the government are trying to be the opposition. Get your act together, stop the blame game, right? Stop this tit for tat, and really deal with the issues, you know, in terms of important legislation, in terms of you know, in terms of a more constructive debate, right? Because right now, the parliament channel, you know, when you look at the parliament channel, like primary school kids, they don't know how to be themselves, and these are the leaders our children supposed to look up to. So my friends, I'd like to thank you for viewing. You know, during this past year, during, you know, I mean, I'd like to thank you for supporting me, you know, in 2016, you know, for all your love and support. You know, it's tremendous. It's the support I have. Because you see, I'm not about fame and fortune. And unfortunately, those who really want to make a difference, you know, they do not be recognized as a shit for it. But those who really, you know, who are about fame and fortune, who really, you know, about themselves, and, you know, they are the ones who are being praised, and they are the ones who are hurting the nation, right? So, really and truly, like I say, it's, you know, our media also needs to really play that role in really, you know, really highlighting the important issues, you know, and, you know, to really get the facts straight, you know, when it get damaged one's career, like what happened to my good friend in Janet Smell with his family and stuff, you know, when he put such headlines, you know, and then you don't have facts to back it up, and, you know, it's like, you know, I really don't know what else to say, my friends. I really don't know what else to say. But you know what? We can only pray for our nation. Keep on praying and keep on believing that one day things will get better, my friends. And that's what we have to do. You know, we have to do our part to make this world a better place for all of us to live in, my friends. So I thank you all for viewing, and may Almighty God bless each and every one of you. And take care.